You are watching CNBC TV 18.
Presented by Hindustan Unilever Limited. Supported by Mint.
Mumbai City at 12 noon. It seems like there is almost no place or time to breathe. And then you enter the NITIE campus.
Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 2 or Line 2 is back on campus. And today we come to you from a beautiful, serene campus bang in the middle of bustling Mumbai City. We are flagging off this year's campus round from NITIE Mumbai, National Institute of Industrial Engineering.
It's hard to believe that this campus is just 30 kilometers from central Mumbai. NITIE students benefit from regular industry exposure working on corporate projects through their training. Since the selection criteria for students is that they must be first-class engineers, the college has always had a reputation of producing great managers in technical fields such as logistics and supply chain.
NITIE Mumbai.
Then last year's lessons in marketing excellence changed all that. NITIE proved to the country's best marketers that it had also mastered the science of marketing as it won Line Season 1.
As one of the 12 B schools, NITIE Mumbai has a definite edge over the other 11 schools. Confidence must be sky high considering they won Season 1 of Lime last year, and that too against favourites IIM Ahmedabad. So this year, apart from the stress of, guarding your reputation, they also have a very offbeat marketing problem to tackle. Let's take a look at the case study that NITIE Mumbai students will be solving.
SV Sista or Bobby Sista is a veteran ad man with over 50 years in the industry. Sista set up NGO Population First in 2002 to work with health and population issues. Concerned about the declining sex ratio, which stands at 933 girls to 1,000 boys, the NGO has challenged the teams from NITIE to help them arrive at a feasible solution to tackle gender bias, which is alarmingly high even in urban areas.
We are very happy to be on this LIME program because it gives us an opportunity to highlight the whole girl-child campaign, the whole issue of gender discrimination, the undervaluing of the girl-child in every way.
So the task ahead is create a positive image for the girl child, create awareness of the PCP NDT or Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act that prohibits sex selection, and drive traffic to and usage of the Hamari Beti website.
It's time to put theory into practice. The students of NITIE Mumbai will have to put all the management fundas to use to come up with a unique solution for a non-profit organization, Population First. Let's take a look at the two teams that will be fighting it out for a cause.
My team name is asymptote. Well, when you define asymptote mathematically, then it is tangent at infinity. Why we have kept that name is because we want our aspirations to touch infinity.
Interestingly, Team Asymptote is from the industrial engineering batch, but they believe that having worked their way in from 22 teams within the college, they are capable of taking on the challenge.
Our winning last time in line, that is Lessons in Marketing Excellence, started by CNBC.
And Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act that prohibits sex selection, and drive traffic to and usage of the Hamari Beti website.
It's time to put theory into practice. The students of NITIE Mumbai will have to put all the management fundas to use to come up with a unique solution for a non-profit organization, Population First. Let's take a look at the two teams that will be fighting it out for a cause.
My team name is asymptote. Well, when you define asymptote mathematically, then it is tangent at infinity. Why we have kept that name is because we want our aspirations to touch infinity.
Interestingly, Team Asymptote is from the industrial engineering batch, but they believe that having worked their way in from 22 teams within the college, they are capable of taking on the challenge.
Our winning last time in line, that is Lessons in Marketing Excellence, started by CNBC and HUL, basically was definitely to focus ourselves towards marketing as well. Not a pressure, definitely, But yes, we would like to work on the same path and achieve the same things we achieved last year.
We are all ready to take on the competition because having competition is definitely good. It helps you learn more and evolve more. So definitely we have a legacy to continue with, but we are all set for it.
Ekatva has 2 juniors from the industrial management batch teaming up with their senior. The 3 of them researched this topic extensively, interviewing doctors and medical practitioners to understand gender bias, especially in urban India.
Each of us has certain unique traits, but it's yet the togetherness, it's oneness. So Ekatva essentially stands for that.
Right, so these 2 teams will be fighting it out to qualify for the next level of the challenge. But for now, I have the 2 teams right here behind me, and I also have 96 steps to success. That's right. We're going to have a small little relay race. 3 members from each team into 2 teams. So 6 people are going to run here right behind me. The team that clocks the distance the first and reaches me first is going to be the first team that goes and presents in the presentation arena later in the day. So time now for some action and to burn all those calories that they've gathered by studying all those fat management books. On your marks, guys. Get set and go. This is a close one and well done. Well tried. So Team Asymptote will be going in first in the presentation arena in the evening. Are you all set?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Feeling fitter than ever?
Yes.
Fantastic. So we'll take a quick break online, come right back. After that, we'll see you in the presentation arena.
It might be Anuradha who might be more intimidating rather than Bobby or someone else.
My new smartphone.
What's so smart about it?
You know the name of that song?
No.
Now you do. Shazam. We burn 30 calories.
Is it?
Cardio trainer.
Oh, cool.
Get the ultimate application experience on the new Samsung Galaxy 3 and Galaxy 5 smartphones. ऐसे ही थोड़ा थोड़ा इन्वेस्ट करो, फायदा जरूर होगा। इंडिया फर्स्ट स्मार्ट सेफ प्लान, इंश्योरेंस के साथ बचत भी सिर्फ 3 मिनट में। Find out how Indian business is profiting from cloud computing. In this issue of Forbes India, on stands now.
As the stage got set for the presentations, the contestants slowly started feeling the pressure.
We will not be using much of the management jargons or the marketing jargons. What we try and do is propose a solution which is very, very simple. Keeping it simple helps me, and it might backfire as well. So I think it might be Anuradha who might be more intimidating rather than Bobby or someone else.
The judges they were facing were...
Hi, I'm Bobby Sister, Executive Trustee of Population First. What I'm looking forward to today is hopefully a clear understanding of the issues involved in population and gender equality and gender issues. And I sincerely hope that some new ideas will come out from this new young crowd.
Hi, I'm Srinandan Sundaram, the General Manager for Oral Care and Deodorants at HUL. What I'm looking for today is an amalgamation of classroom concepts to come out with fantastic ideas that Bobby Sir can implement as a part of Population First.
Hi, I'm Anuradha Sengupta, and what I'm looking for today on the NITIE campus on the Population First case is the big idea, new energy on a problem that has been around for so long and needs such desperate solutions and really needs some fresh blood energy in terms of the idea. So that's what I'm looking for.
Right, so the stage is all set, season 2 of Lessons in Marketing Excellence, and we have the first team from NITIE, Team Asymptote, presenting here. Guys, are you all set?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Let's have a big round of applause for Team Asymptote.
So you directly start with the presentation. What you see on the screen is be the rise in deficit of Indian women from 3.2 million to 35 million over the years, or female foeticide of 37 million. India is approaching a state of silent national emergency. This indeed is a bare truth. Sex ratio in India is amongst the lowest in the world and even lower at 927 for 0 to 6 years of age. It is more prominent in areas like Punjab and Haryana, which are affluent state of this India. So a primary survey of 204 people showed that the sex preference in India is more in women, and it is more for second order child, the first being the female, and the awareness of the PCPNDT Act is just 65%. Outcome of a secondary analysis showed that the male preference increases with age, with lower income, and with inadequate education. Coming down to the effectiveness of PCPNDT laws, we have covered it in the 4 heads. First is the implementation, which revolves around the inactive roles of government, medical professionals, and public to implement it, and which ensures a lack of evidence in opposing them. For monitoring and regulation, the problem is with mushrooming of clinics and with fake identity. The proposal includes frequent audits and record keeping with resource allocation by government. Inclusion of community as a whole is also necessary, as this problem cannot be dealt by a single individual. A new technology and a cheaper availability of the same is another issue for which a proper monitoring and a strict monitoring is needed. The strategy that we would follow is the enforcement and awareness, enforcement of law and awareness, making people aware that we have such a law existing behind. So, coming down to the next thing, that is catering to the demand side, creating a positive image of Indian women. We would like to create hold together a new image of Indian women. To follow the same basic strategy will be to emotionalize people. To work on the same heart-touching promotional videos need to be launched. Besides this, portraying positive image of girls.
Okay, so quickly take us through your solutions, because you've spent so much time setting up the case, you run out, we don't know what your solutions are. So,
So I would just talk about the strategies that we take. Is one is emotionalizing the people. That's how we can create. We can serve on the demand side, and if we talk on the supply, as in creating the awareness of hamaribeti.net.in, the strategy behind that would be viral marketing. We can do that viral marketing online and offline. We could improve these contents of hamaribeti.net.in through, we can include 24/7 helpline on that, and various other things that have been mentioned on the slide. We can also include some games or exciting prizes that can be, that keeps the customer come back to the visit this site again and again, that increase the visit on the site. So that is probably the solution in short. And with your due permissions, we have made a 30 seconds video that is out of the presentation. So if you would like to play us that video, we can.
Why not? Let's have a look.
Adman can't resist 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The strong message of Hamari Beti, Hamari Unnati, Use Mat Maro. Thanks, one and all.
What is your view or interpretation of the name that we've given to our NGO, Population First?
Seeing as a nation is nothing without its population or the human resources it has. So the first focus goes on to the population itself. And unless and until our population is there to back up our nation, we can't proceed to become a superpower.
Can you please explain to me, basis the primary and the secondary research, who is the market that you're segmenting? Who are you targeting? Who is the target audience that you're talking to?
The target audience is divided into 4 parts. First target audience is the government and authority. Second target audience is the medical practitioners like doctors and all who do illegal or legal abortions. Third is the clinic owners or say sonologists who are there to do sonography, and the last is the public. Unless and until the public
view or interpretation of the name that we've given to our NGO, Population First.
Seeing as a nation is nothing without its population or the human resources it has. So the first focus goes on to the population itself. And unless and until our population is there to back up our nation, we can't proceed to become a superpower.
Can you please explain to me, basis the primary and the secondary research, who is the market that you're segmenting? Who are you targeting? Who is the target audience that you're talking to?
The target audience is divided into 4 parts. First target audience is the government and authority. Second target audience is the medical practitioners like doctors and all who do illegal or legal abortions. Third is the clinic owners or say sonologists who are there to do sonography. And the last is the public. Unless and until the public is aware of this fact, we cannot encounter or we cannot solve such a big situation.
You have done primary research, right? One of the key outcomes says sex preference more in women. Does that mean that the women you spoke to in your survey say that they want a male child and they don't want a female child?
As a preference, they said yes. Some of them said yes.
Did you probe why they said that?
See, the basic reason behind that is that we covered that in root cause analysis. It could be the Indian psychology, the parental thing that exists in India. Apart from that, there's a dependability on women as well, because women are more dependable on their children rather than men.
So did you not feel when you got this kind of a response to your research that you could create communication directly towards the woman?
Yes, yeah, that's why we are trying to introduce promotional videos, posters, which is meant for common public, which is targeting common women as well.
And also we have
women as well, public as well. It's not the same thing. It's quite diffused from what I'm hearing.
What we have used here is emotional branding. What we are trying to do is concentrate more on women. Women are more emotional compared to males. So we are trying to do an emotional branding, whereas we are sensitizing women itself.
Have you guys put a thought to saying why do we fundamentally have this problem of a sex ratio that is going adverse?
The preference increases because of the attitude that my son will be there to take care of me when I will be old, because there is a cost-benefit analysis that is done. Male are having more benefits than over the cost and investments rather than girls.
It is because of the societal factors, like they consider women as a pariah. Than whatever I'm investing in her or I'm making her study, she'd go and she'd earn for somebody else, so I don't get back anything. Whereas for a male, it would be like, mera beta mere budhape ka sahara banega, something like that.
Okay, one can argue against all that, but I think Anuradha has time constraint. Go on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Actually, the question on population first itself, the very first question, that has taken us back. But I think we all managed to answer that question through our innovativeness.
It's time for a quick break. Don't go anywhere, because the other side of the break, we have the second team, Team Ekatwa, presenting in front of the jury.
I think the major deciding factor will definitely be revolving around the question answer session and how well our strategy connects to the ground reality.
कुछ आप ही की तरह हमने भी सर उठा के जीने का अंदाज बदला है। HDFC स्टैंडर्ड लाइफ अब है HDFC लाइफ। सर उठा के जियो।
Make work fun. Take a midday break.
41 lakh crore rupees. The amount India is planning to invest in infrastructure over the next 5 years. So, where will you invest? Presenting the L&T Infrastructure Fund from L&T Mutual Fund. Invest now. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
I carry optimized email, so I always keep in touch. I carry augmented reality and advanced navigation to discover more. I carry a full web experience for fun. I carry ebooks to read. I carry communication solutions to take care of business anytime. I carry my world everywhere I go with the new Samsung Galaxy Tab.
We've done everything right from the groundwork analysis to research to achieving the final outcome. I think the major deciding factor will definitely be revolving around the question-answer session and how well our strategy connects to the ground reality.
Welcome back. We are coming to you from the NITIE campus here in Mumbai. This, of course, is the first campus in Season 2 of Lessons in Marketing Excellence. So far, we've had Team Asymptote present their strategies and solutions to the unique social marketing case study posed by Population First. Now we have with us the second team from NITIE Mumbai, Team Ekatva. Guys, are you all set?
Yes.
All the best.
She's honey and the bees don't know. Declining sex ratio, a horrid reality which haunts the future. It's transcended from a suspicion to a near certainty to an indisputable fact. According to the state-wise analysis, the decline is much more prevalent in the urban areas. We carried out a primary research in which we evaluated the awareness level of sex selection, gender determination, and the awareness of the PCPNDT Act. And the findings helped us in identifying the hurdles. Coming to the basic stakeholders in the bigger picture, these are categorized into the service recipients, the immediate motivators being the immediate family of the recipients, the service providers being the medical fraternity, and the social activists. Now, there are three basic problems at the grassroots level associated with the mindset of stakeholders, the method of communication employed, and with the implementation of the law. The demand side vis-a-vis the supply side. Demand side essentially refers to the demand for these services by the recipients, whereas supply side refers to the supply of these services by the basic providers. Thus, we identified what are the efforts taken back in the past in order to curb the demand side, being direct, interactive, and non-interactive. The past efforts to curb supply, monitor and punish, and influence and prevent. We identified the behavior influential stimuli and the needs for each category of the stakeholders. Coming to the strategy roadmap, our strategy roadmap evolves around a mass media strategy, such as screening of advertisements, which is being shown. We can have sessions by judicial academies. We can have a screening of documentary films, representation of a body of stakeholders, and again, information material. Coming to the PCPNDT Act, people confuse PCPNDT Act and the MTP Act, and they try and use the MTP Act in order to legalize abortion in the guise of the MTP Act. So, to create awareness about the PCPNDT Act, we have the mass media campaign, core inform group, the monitoring of the hospitals and the clinics, and an early start so as to inculcate the legality of the law from the curriculum at the school and the college level. For website promotion, we have online promotion and offline promotion. In online promotion, we adopted a reader-centric approach in which, to make it accessible, we used the vernacular language system. Also, we developed a certain logo, national logo, which was absent. Of online promotion can be through search engine optimization, online competitions, and email newsletters. In the offline promotion, apart from the regular print and the electronic media, we can have corporate tie-ups. Thus, to conclude, I'd like to say that she's indeed the honey, and it's time that the bees must know it.
What did you find, and did it startle you as to the key reason that the big cities had a declining sex ratio?
We actually did a primary research in the urban sector, as is seen in the slides. We found out that the people attributed the most to the financial status or the economic aspect of it. That is, they see that the girl is not a good investment.
Okay.
So and in fact, one very startling fact was that we even came across certain findings wherein the ads actually depict that it's better to invest 500 now than 50,000 later. So it's better to go in for an abortion now illegally by determining the sex and determining that it's a girl child,
rather than paying 50,000 for dowry for a girl on her marriage.
You actually saw ads like that?
No, we saw findings which depicted that in fact ads have such.
Okay, all right.
Do you have a set of ideas which may be in the medium term giving us results, but because you wanted to present a short term, you focused on the short term?
For the medium term, actually, we're focusing on the entertainment aspect of it, like the serials that have been telecasted, which focuses more not on
That's
the utility.
The medium. What's the
medium
message?
is the mass media.
Got the medium.
Okay.
What is the message? To whom are you giving this message?
Yes.
Which over a longer period of time will change attitude and beliefs. I'm not talking about the medium.
Okay. The segment that we are targeting are the immediate motivators and the service recipients. That is the mothers, and the immediate motivators are the husband and the in-laws that we are targeting. And for them, actually, we are resorting to the media, and we are showcasing not the intrinsic value of a daughter, not the utilitarian aspect of it.
What exactly that intrinsic value of the girl that you're talking about?
The message we're trying to convey is a girl is as valuable as a boy, if not more.
Okay, all right.
Do you have a set of ideas which may be in the medium term giving us results, but because you wanted to present a short term, you focused on the short term?
For the medium term, actually, we're focusing on the entertainment aspect of it, like the serials that have been telecasted, which focuses more not on
That's
the utility.
The medium. What's the
medium
message?
is the mass media.
Got the medium.
Okay.
What is the message? To whom are you giving this message?
Yes.
Which over a longer period of time will change attitude and beliefs. I'm not talking about the medium.
Okay. The segment that we are targeting are the immediate motivators and the service recipients. That is the mothers, and the immediate motivators are the husband and the in-laws that we are targeting. And for them, actually, we are resorting to the media, and we are showcasing not the intrinsic value of a daughter, not the utilitarian aspect of it.
What exactly that intrinsic value of the girl that you're talking about?
The message we're trying to convey is a girl is as valuable as a boy, if not more.
Can you people suggest how one can promote Hamari Beti?
Yes, sir, we actually gone to the website, and when we actually typed into Google, hamaribeti.in, it didn't appear on the first page. So we have actually divided into online and offline strategies. So we found out that the search engine optimization was not good. Secondly, we also found out that it was, most of the people actually could relate when it's there in their own language. So to target the people, local people, we proposed that we gave the option of the language, of the regional language that the people belong to, so that they can relate to it.
Talking about offline promotions also, we've also suggested tie-ups with the corporates.
CSR, everybody is doing it. It's becoming a buzzword now. More and more SMEs, even the small and medium industries feel, oh, we've got to have a CSR. Question is, how do we get it into their minds that this is an important issue, no matter what else they're doing?
This will affect many industries as a whole. For example, take the marriage industry. So all the corporates which are involved in that part of economy, they can be told that if they take this initiative, take part in this campaign, they can affect society in a better way, and it in future will help their business as well.
But to add to it, we know that the corporates are actually promoting their product with the help of SHGs, and most of the SHGs are women. So that cause can actually be promoted with that.
Let's have a big round of applause for Team Ekatra.
The jury asked us a question about the CSR, how to attract corporates towards the NGO. So we hadn't covered a thought about that part so extensively. We had gone there a little bit, but not to a large extent. So that did throw us a little off balance, but I think we made good ground there.
The presentations were evaluated on various criteria, of which clarity of thought, research and feasibility of solution carried most weightage.
The judges have taken their time, and I believe it was a unanimous call from the scoring. There is one definite and a clear winner, and it is the team that did not present first. It is Team Ekatwa that has won this challenge. Congratulations, guys. I would now like to go over to the judges, the jury, and I'd like to know from them, what is it that Team Ekatwa did? What is it that helped them clinch this particular challenge?
I think the first reason was a very clear articulation with depth on certain solutions that they thought through. What do I mean by that? For example, if you look at online promotion, I think it was covered with a fair degree of depth in terms of starting from search engine optimization to practical suggestions. The second thing was practicality. So we did like the bit that you're addressing different cities and therefore being in vernacular would really help cut ice, because how you say it is as important as what you say. That was well covered. I think when it came to question and answers, there was a thought and a structure that came to us as far more clarity.
Let's have a big round of applause for the winners, Team Ekatva, and also the runner-ups, Team Asymptote. So this is it. That's the final word. Team Ekatva from NITIE has clinched the campus round. It's a wrap-up here on this campus. We will see you next week. Team Ekatva will go and represent NITIE in the semi-final round of CNBC TV 18 HUL Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 2. We'll see you next week, same time, from a different campus with another exciting real-life marketing challenge. Thank you.
Excitement and the feeling's not really sunk in yet actually, but we're very, very, very happy, and we're very glad and grateful to the jury for choosing us to represent our college, and we'll put in our best foot forward and give in our best with all the other 11 B schools in India.
Presented by Hindustan Unilever Limited, supported by Mint.
When you're in trouble, alone and blue, just look.
Hi, Mr. HCL. What are you doing here?
Don't worry, there's always someone to help you on the other side.
HCL provides 24/7 online service support at the touch of a button. Technology that touches lives.
Witness the entire healthcare community come together to recognize the finest in the healthcare sector in India, where over 2,000 of India's best healthcare providers have stood up to be counted at the most authoritative platform in the country. ICICI Lombard Health Insurance and CNBC TV 18 present the India Healthcare Awards 2010, where the nation's best healthcare service providers will discuss strategies to put India on the global healthcare map this December in Mumbai.
Presented by ICICI Lombard Health Insurance. Research partner IMRB. Print partner The Financial Express. Read to Lead. Outdoor partner Bright Outdoor. Captive media partner Live Media. Multiplex partner Inox.
हमारी दुनिया में आप अपनों से कभी जुदा ना होंगे। दिल जो चाहे पास लाए। एयरटेल।
This is Network 18. And you are watching CNBC TV 18.
Young Turks, brought to you by Religare. Commercial loans, in your success lies ours. DHL, excellence simply delivered. The next generation, Indigo Manza, a class apart. Titan, be more. And Ruchi Soya Industries.
Hello and welcome to this very special episode of Young Turks Ideas Without Boundaries. I'm Shireen Bhan. Over the next 30 minutes, we salute and celebrate Indian entrepreneurship. Men and women who work tirelessly against the odds, against policy uncertainty, to contribute to India's GDP through small and medium enterprises. That's right, we celebrated their achievements in Macau at the CNBC TV 18 Emerging India Awards. Here's a quick glimpse of what we have lined up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and many thanks for joining us here in Macau.
Watch the show very, very carefully.
The CNBC TV 18 ICICI Bank Business Banking Emerging India Awards 2010, powered by CRISIL, puts the spotlight on SMEs in India. The country's biggest business awards, Emerging India 2010, recognizes entrepreneurs who are the next generation of India's business leaders. A benchmark of excellence, the award facilitates game changers who've exhibited world-class leadership, outstanding business acumen, and exemplary vision. In its 6th edition, the event saw 1.5 lakh nominations, from which 16 businesses across 7 categories were recognized at a glittering award ceremony graced by industry captains at the Venetian in Macau. On Young Turks this week, we bring you 3 young entrepreneurs who are driving India forward with their game-changing businesses.
Our first entrepreneur belongs to a family that's been involved with the food business in India for over 5 generations. So it was quite natural that Satvik Agrawal decided to launch his own company in 2006, and it deals with frozen packaged foods. Jindal Agro is a company that exports to markets like the US, Canada and Australia, and also retails in the domestic market. Satvik's done a turnover of 50 crore rupees this year, and he's hoping to take that to 450 by 2015.
His family has been in the food business for over a century, but fifth generation Satvik Agrawal decided to create his own recipe to success. After training at the Cordon Bleu London and Le Rocher in Switzerland to be a chef, Satvik returned to India in 2004. His entree for entrepreneurship was a fast food chain, Rapido, a venture he started in 2005, but skyrocketing real estate prices forced him to sell out in 2008. That was when he decided to focus all his energy on Jindal Agro, a company he founded in 2006. Jindal Agro manufactures ready-to-eat Indian delicacies with a focus on the export market. With manufacturing units in Gujarat and Maharashtra, Jindal Agro produces 7,200 tons of frozen foods every year.
We are the first company in India to use the LVS technology. Now, LVS is a patented technology from a multinational company in Sweden, in which most of the refrigeration, which is ammonia, is reduced by 80%. Now, this gives us a massive advantage as far as our energy consumption goes. So it brings our energy consumption down, the cost of freezing down, and plus, the product quality is exceptionally good. So I can proudly say that we are one of the first companies to do that. Another very big step we've done is we're probably the only SME in the Indian frozen food sector who's implemented SAP. So this was a very important step for us, because this leads us to a principle called traceability, which is a basic requirement in the international market.